What's going on, y'all? I'm meteorologist Matt Bullock. We're going to talk about the Chinese spy balloon that was spotted moving across South Carolina and was shot down about near 6 nautical miles off the coastlines of Myrtle Beach. So I'd like to show you a couple of videos of what's going on. So first of all, let's talk about our tower cam first, what's going on, and then I'll show you some videos and pretty much what your thoughts are. So let's get started. So here we go. Right now, WMBF tower cam. As you can tell, we're seeing the clear skies. You know, a nice afternoon to see that Chinese spy plane move across the area. Here's some of our viewer photos, what we've had. One of this photo was taken by Liz in Little River. And as you can tell, you see all the jets going around, the Chinese spy balloon passing through. And some people got even better photos. Kay Lovejoy and Conway had an in-depth picture of that weather balloon. And like, I tried taking pictures with my camera on my phone, but honestly, it didn't look that great. So for folks that didn't see it, here's what it pretty much looked like. Kind of looked like a white dot passing across the sky. And so this video was taken by Lisa Barefoot and Ainer. And so that was around 2:18 passing Jordanville, South Carolina. And so other videos, the Chinese spy balloon was shot down about 2:59. This video was shot by our very own meteorologist, Robert Whitehurst. And I remember watching this happening because literally I was watching the sky. I was talking to my mom on the phone, and all I heard was a loud boom. And you can see like the debris falling down. I'll show you right here. I'll pause the video. If you see like the little sprinkly things kind of shining, that's the falling debris from the Chinese spy balloon falling down. So this is close to about 250. I'm going to read what I got from the report. Basically talking about from a senior U.S. defense official, the weather balloon was shot down at 2:39 p.m. And so the U.S. shot it down with U.S. territorial airspace. Aircraft was the aircraft was from the Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. They shot it down with a single missile, causing it to crash into the ocean. Now, the first available opportunity to successfully bring down the balloon without posing a threat to civilians. Now, it was shot down approximately 6 nautical miles off the coastlines. There are no indications of people or vessels harmed from this incident. We are confident it was seeking to monitor sensitive sites. They will seek to recover it from a senior U.S. military official. There is a recovery vessel there. It's in 47 feet of water, and there's still more coming to it. So other videos I can show you, guys, what's going on. Here's one video before it got shot down right here on play it right here. Again, this is near Sockasty. You kind of see the two jets there, look like F-16s. There's the weather balloon. And I remember around 2:30, I was walking outside my apartment, and I pretty much saw that weather balloon. And so, yeah, 2:39, it was shot down. And let me tell you, I could hear it. It was just a loud boom, and it shook the station a little bit. And, yeah, you see the two jets flying around. The Chinese spy balloon. That was before it got shot down. This video was, again, taken by one of our viewers, Joe, in Sockasty. Some other videos. This one is from Michael Wingo. This is the video of the weather balloon being shot down. You can see it being kind of almost explode a little bit from that missile. And you can see the debris falling down. Man, that's just insane. And a lot of questions going on, whether, why did it take so long? A lot of questions going on. So let me just look at my comments, see what's going on. I'll show you some other cool stuff. So for folks wondering, is the debris going to land wherever we are? It's not. Again, this thing was shot down off at shore. So let me kind of show you what our radar signature looks like. So I'm going to just cancel this off right here. So this is our radar debris detection. And so let me move this back just a little bit. Let's do 2 hours. So let's see. I'm going to move this in time. So if you look off in the coastline, 239, 250. I'm going to show you. Right. This one, our radar kind of caught it, but it was kind of too late. The U.S. officials said they shot the Chinese weather balloon down at 239. You can kind of see where that debris is right here. And you kind of see once it kind of broke apart from the missile, you can see where the debris just kept increasing. So if you're wondering where that debris is now, it's still very far away from us. It continues to push further away. And so, yeah. Luckily, this is not going to be any, so far there haven't been any injuries from the debris falling down. So kind of to show you what our radar showed before we got the report, you can see where some of the debris at 2:53, so that was 14 minutes after it got shot down. Most of that debris was about 17 miles off the coastlines of Myrtle Beach. But as I mentioned, though, the U.S. defense officials say that it was shot down approximately 6 nautical miles off of Myrtle Beach. So 6 nautical miles is almost about 7 miles today. Oh, F-22. Okay, so more updates. The same Singer official. I'm going to show one more video of the thing being shot down right here. This video was taken by Robert Whitehurst in Myrtle Beach. So the balloon was shot down by an F-22 with a 1 air-to-air missile, an A-9X. The F-22 was flying approximately 58,000 feet at the time. The weather balloon was between 60 to 60,000 feet. And so the balloon entered the U.S. ADIZ on January 28th. Okay, so it entered U.S. airspace January 28th, north of the Aleutian Islands in Alaska. And then on January 30th, it entered the Canadian airspace. Then it entered U.S. airspace again in northern Idaho in January 31st. And then 5 days later, it was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And then, as you can know, it was shot down off the Atlantic Ocean, approximately 6 nautical miles, pretty much close to about 7 miles that we use in measurement off the coastlines of Myrtle Beach. So far, there have not been any reports or indications that people or vessels were harmed from this. So that's good news to come. And so winds right now are coming out from the northeast. So, folks are saying, we're going to see debris from it. It's going to be off at sea. So as I mentioned, with our radar debris detection, you can see by 2:53, you see that area where it's kind of splotchy. That's where that debris was. So 17 miles, and that was about an hour ago. So it continues to track further out to see if it's still in the clouds, but still falling in the debris. And as I mentioned, there is a recovery vessel there. And it's in 47 feet of water. So we'll still have more coming in. And so, for folks just tuning in, I'll show you what's going on. The big talker of this afternoon was the Chinese spy balloon making its way across South Carolina this afternoon and being shot down off the coastline of Myrtle Beach at 2:39. So here's one video before it got shot down. You can see kind of just a white dot pushing through, and very small to see. I mean, it looks small, but again, that weather balloon is 60 to 60,000 feet in the air, and that was at 2:18 in Jordanville, South Carolina. And then pretty much, about 21 minutes later, it was shot down 6 nautical miles off Myrtle Beach. And this video was taken by Robert Whitehurst. You can pretty much see the debris kind of falling down. You can see a little sparkly things underneath the weather balloon that we're seeing. So it was shot down by F-22s, by an F-22 Raptor. It was from the Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. It was shot down by an air-to-air missile, and that was at 2:39 p.m. So a lot of crazy stuff going on. And so after the weather balloon, we'll continue to see those clear skies, clouds increasing, but that's the weather thing that we're talking about. But pretty much the big story we've been talking about, it's just that weather balloon. I'll show you another video going on. So again, here's that weather balloon as it's getting shot down by the F-22. It's kind of hard to see it, but that's the F-22 is about 58,000 feet in height. And so I can definitely hear it. I can definitely hear that. I remember when it happened. So you guys just let me know what's going on. What are your thoughts? And try and get my, let's see. People are joining in. Is that bunch of debris heading to the beach? Virginia Knoll, luckily this debris is not heading towards the beach. And so let me show you what our radar is going with. And I'll pretty much show you what's going on. And so let me just go back to. So Virginia Knoll, let me show you the debris detection. So as I mentioned, approximately at 2:39, it was shot down 6 nautical miles. We couldn't really see debris on our radar, but as we got back 20 minutes later, you start to see that debris start to form. And so at 2:50, it was close to about 17 miles off the coastline of Myrtle Beach. And watch this little blob right here. It continues to move further and further away. So the debris that has not hit the ground at all or hit the ocean, it continues to move further away from the beach. And there is a recovery vessel out there to recover the parts and debris from the Chinese spy balloon. So let me see some other questions, see what I can do for y'all. Yeah, a lot of people like Roslyn Smith saw in the community. This is pretty insane to see. You know, it's not a typical Saturday afternoon, not what I thought. But the weather was cooperative with it. You know, mostly sunny skies. I mean, I'm still in shock just seeing it. Like, I'm just go back to this Robert Whitehurst video because I just remember, like, literally, I was on the phone with my mom, like outside the station, and I hear a loud boom, and then you see kind of like that smoke coming out of the balloon as it kind of just explodes from that air-to-air missile. See a debris falling down. Man, that just blows my mind. Not a typical Saturday. A lot of people are happy. You know, I sent the messages to my family. They're excited. That's still crazy. I mean, I'm still in shock. But you see, I'm just gonna just talk to you guys, see what you guys have any questions I can answer. But what are your thoughts? Do you have videos of seeing it? Because I tried getting a video on my phone, but it was not the prettiest. I had to hang up the phone with my mom, and my phone camera is not as good quality. But if you do have any videos or photos and you'd like to share, let me show you how you can do that. You can go to our WMBF news.com and select submit a photo. Very easy to do, and it helps us out majorly because you guys have the great eye for the cameras and great videos, and you're everywhere. We all need your help to show what's been going on this afternoon, especially here in the PD and the Grand Strand. So again, if you have any photos you like to share or any videos you like to share, you can submit them on our WMBFnews.com and under submit a photo. So it helps us a lot, and we really appreciate all your help. We got a lot of videos sent, and so you guys have been killing it so far. And so I'm really thankful for you guys' help for sending in videos and photos. But we can always use more. I'd love to see what you guys are seeing. But until then, as we get more developments going in, let me just talk about the information going on, what's happening for us. So pretty much let me just exit there. There we go. So I'm going to read this report just before I sign off. So from a senior U.S. defense official, the Chinese spy balloon was shot down at 2:39. So the U.S. shot it down within U.S. territorial airspace by an F-22 Raptor with an air-to-air missile, an A-9X missile. The F-22 was flying approximately 58,000 feet at the time. The balloon was between 60 to 65,000 feet. And so it only took a single shot to take the balloon out, causing it to crash in the ocean. Now, some folks are worried about the debris. The debris is going to, if it's still in the air, it's going to continue to push further out to sea, not here at home. And so the balloon was shot down approximately 6 nautical miles off the coastlines. There's still no indications of people injured or vessels harmed. Again, this is the words from the U.S. defense official. They're confident it was seeking we're confident it was seeking to monitor sensitive sites. They do have a recovery vessel on site. It's about 47 feet of water. So that's just the latest reports, what's going on. And for folks still kind of just joining in, I'll just talk about what's been going on. So basically, this Chinese spy balloon entered U.S. airspace on January 28th, north of Aleutian Islands in Alaska. And then on January 30th, it entered Canadian airspace. And then it entered back in U.S. airspace January 31st in northern Idaho. Then 5 days later, it entered the airspace here in South Carolina, where, you know, the PD and the Grand Strand, and was shot down just 6 nautical miles off the coastlines of Myrtle Beach. So until then, that's the latest details, what we have. And so we'll have more details coming in, especially for the 6 o'clock show. We'll keep you updated with the latest details. But until then, you guys have a great rest of your afternoon. We'll keep you up to date with the latest details. But until then, you have more details on with this incident or in our WMBF News app. Also, keep up to date on Facebook and our WMBF News show at 6 and 11. But until then, have a good rest of your afternoon.